fantastic time together. It's been a busy day for me. It has also been a very intense spiritual day for me. Um, a lot is going on, but it's all because of the growth that Spirit is giving us as a family. Because as I grow, that means y'all are growing with me, because you're rocking right with me. If you're in the Light Seals group, listen, we went from 9K today, went live, and as I speak, we're at 9.2K. And within 3 days, we went from 7.8K to 9K. And then in a few hours, we're at 9.2K. Listen, we're going to have a phenomenal celebration when we get to 10K. All right, I'm not going to spoil it. And plus, y'all, we have our 1 year anniversary coming up for Lightseers. 1 year. I started Lightseers 1 year ago, and we're almost at 10K. I'm excited to see where we're going to be on October the 2nd for the 1 year birthday. Ooh, okay. Wow. So let me tell y'all, if you are enjoying, which I know you are because you're here, please come on over to YouTube and subscribe, okay? So that I can continue making awesome content for y'all. This is what I want to do full time. And I can't do this without you, okay? Without you, there will be no me. And that's real talk. That's real talk. We're in this together. Y'all are helping me make this happen. This is something I didn't ever think I could do, where I was, but everything has its time, its season, and I'm so grateful to be a part. I'm grateful that I made it through all the bullshit that I've been through. I'm so glad that, I'm able to be vulnerable and just still share and love on the world because as I love on the world loves on me. Yeah, we know we're going to have some haters and blah, blah, blah. It's a little portion of them. But, we just have to look at it as there's more people that love me than hate me. Okay? And then sometimes your haters become celebrators. So just keep doing what you're doing because you're phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. We're phenomenal. And we're going to keep it moving. Okay? And so tonight, I felt led to do meditation. Spirit cleared me and said it was okay because I feel myself really growing stronger in my craft. And I had an emotional moment today. I'll talk about it another time, but it was just spirit letting me know, okay, you're growing, you're elevating, and it makes sense because I told y'all a few weeks ago that all I saw was the color green in the spirit. I saw elevation, I saw prosperity, and now, I'm seeing it within my spiritual walk. I'm seeing it within the numbers. I'm seeing it within the connection and the gratitude. If it's a more in-depth word than gratitude, that's what I am. That's what I feel. You know. So, with that being said, I wanted to do our meditation. Okay, and then we're gonna go into our teaching tonight. And this is phenomenal because I never knew that you could read flowers. Wow. We learning it all, baby. It's no excuse. Pick something, pick something, pick one, pick one. It's a lot that we can do within our practices. Okay? All right. So I'm going to put my water on for a second. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna take about 3 minutes. Let's do the ocean to honor Yimaya. Mm, I feel that already. I'm going to light my incense. You can get this on Amazon. Thought I had one already open, but I don't. Okay. So if you need to go ahead and grab you some water, go ahead. I'm gonna just run and grab it, or take the phone as long as you can hear me. Oh, it's right here. I do have one already open. Duh. And we're just gonna allow the gratitude and the thanks and the blessings to flow. I feel that already. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I got the hook up. Don't play with me. We're going to let's use I have in my bowl, y'all might say, what's she putting in the bowl? I have some lavender buds and I have some little stars from my doll that Mr. James sent me. Them little stars are anointed, honey. They're deadly too. You touch them like that, they'll prick your finger. But, and then there's some still in my dog's hair. And I said, let me put some of these powerful stars in my bowl. Honey, they got energy. I got two in here. She got some in her hair. Honey, I love them little stars. He really blessed that stuff. And so I'm going to put this selenite crystal in here to clear the energy and also get the healing to flowing. Um, it's amazing. So if you're just joining me, we're getting ready to do our usual meditation because today has been very, very emotional for me, very blessed, and the group is growing. Just watch the replay. You can get everything that I said. And so I just wanted to honor my deity, Yimaya, for what's occurring in our lives right now. All right. Okay, if you can, sit in your seat, sit up, put your feet flat on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. All right, take your hands and put them on your thighs, just rest them. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of sit back in my seat a little bit. Just listening to the waves, listening to the ocean. Just breathing normally. As you listen to the waves, the water, just allow the gratitude to flow. As you envision the sun setting, there's a beautiful reflection on the water, way off in the distance. The horizon is gorgeous, whatever color you want it to be. Is it gold? Is it a soft brown? Is it a glowy white? What do you see in the horizon as the sun sets and the reflection hits the water? And at the same time, you hear the waves crashing upon the beach. And with all that going on, the seagulls, there's a peace. There's a peace. There's a peace that surpasses understanding. I see in the water, I see a fin. That's Yimaya, letting me know she's with us. And just as you look far, far, far across the ocean, far as your eyes can see, that is as far as your blessings flow. That far away, but it's coming to you. It's crashing up on the beach. That's how fast the blessings are coming. Ooh, into our life. The money, the favor, the love, the healing, the open doors, the opportunity. Can you see what I see? Let's just take 15 seconds. Let that gratitude and that thankfulness flow. Now, let us breathe. Y'all know the routine. 3 times in and out. The last time you're going to breathe in deep, blow out hard. Let's go. First in. 2. 3. Move your neck from side to side. Slow this time. Don't do it too fast. If you feel tension in your neck, just let it stretch out for a few seconds. Notice where the tension is in your body. Mine is on the left side. I need to cater to that side a little more. Then front and back. Ooh. Front, back. Now drop your hands down by your side and circle your arms, your shoulders. Back a few times. Ooh, that feels good. In front. Ah. Whatever that tension is in your body. And that'll be your homework, is to cater to that tension. You may, ooh, my crack. You may need to do a little more stretching. Let's stretch across. I needed that, y'all. I know I'm not the only one. Okay. All right. Okay, now shake it out. Please hit that like button. If it's 3 of y'all on here, it should be 3 thumbs up. That would be a blessing. Okay. Now I'm going to hit the singing bowl. Got the selenite crystal in it. And we're going to get started. Here we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? I got clearance from Spirit to do our little mini meditation. We don't go all the way in, but just enough to stretch and allow that gratitude to flow. Okay? Um, if you know it or not, it is really making a difference in all of our lives when we come together. And I know we are virtual, but with the pandemic and everything that we walked through concerning the pandemic, we now realize and know as a unit, as a people, that online is just as powerful as in person. And I'm so grateful this is something that came forward over the years, because I was an online girl, while everybody was picking at me. You got a church online, you're doing everything online. If you're doing it online, it's not real. But look, everybody's doing everything online. People getting um, Reiki, I'm sorry, that's the proper way to say it. Reiki, healing and meditation, all types of stuff is happening virtually. So the world has really tapped in. So I really appreciate being able to release these blessings and this energy to you. You don't even have to be in my presence. I don't even have to be in your presence. We can make shit happen. We can make shit shake right here, face to face, on camera. And I always want to honor Spirit for that. And when Spirit tells me to do something, that little stretch, it may have just been minute to somebody, but somebody else, it could have been huge. They didn't realize how stressed they were. They didn't realize what it, what a difference breathing can make, and just closing your eyes and allowing gratitude. You just never know. When spirit tells you to do something, do it. Especially when you don't understand it. Just don't question it, just do it. You know you hear spirit, just do it. So hello everybody, welcome to our um, divination destination. We are moving right along. And last night we learned about reading shells. That was really, really good. And guess what? Tonight we're going to learn about reading flowers. What? I didn't know. I did not know. Reading flowers? Where they do that at? Right here. That's where they do that at. Right here. We want to tap into everything spirit has for us. And this is not going to be long. Okay? How can I forget? I'm a prosperity mantra. Let's get to it. Okay, here we go. The world favors me and responds to the frequency of my name when it is spoken. Magically, I receive in return divine love, wisdom, abundance, and ancestral power. The energy of money surrounds me daily. That is why everything I call in from the spirit realm shows up expeditiously. Ashe. That thing right there. Okay, now we can go into it. Reading flowers. It is possible to read fortunes with any of nature's tools, and flowers in all their varieties are no exception. In fact, there are many systems of floromancy. Floromancy, Floro mancy, the term used for divination through flowers. In use ranging from the traditional to the modern, most diviners diviners, most diviners today will combine the handed down meanings of the flowers in their own intuition when reading a single flower and its parts. It is generally accepted, well outside the realm of divination, that most flowers have meanings. Some, like the rose, are more obvious. Through different colors of the same variety will provoke different responses and therefore different interpretations. The red rose, famously linked to love and romance, has a different connotation than its yellow sister, which is a symbol of friendship. Now, this makes me emotional because if you notice, if you go to my fan page on Facebook, my symbolism, a lot of things I write a post, I put a little rose. That's because it's dedication to my mother. My mother loved roses. She loved the rose fragrance. And so I wanted to carry her spirit. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. So I wanted to honor her as my ancestor and carry her spirit, you know, within my practice. I'm trying not to get emotional. Every time I get on here, I cry, don't I? Just about. Whew. And so it's also one of my favorite um, herbs, you know, to work with. It is very powerful, and it can you can use it in love spell work, protection spell work, healing spell work. It is it's a very strong herb to use with anything. Um, you can use it in your spiritual baths to generate whatever, and also prosperity. It's across the board. The rose is blessed, and then you can further take your spell work to another level by acknowledging the color, the yellow flower, as a matter of fact. So um, that the fact that it's talking about roses, I'm just kind of speechless. It just makes me just say thank you to my ancestors, to my mom for looking over me. If you have had a family member a mother, father that love roses. Maybe they planted a rose garden. Honor that. Honor that in some way. When I get my home built, I want to have a garden. My mother, that was our plan. But she went on to the other side. She said, baby, I want to get an old fashioned house with a wraparound porch and I want a little garden. I'm going to get into it, y'all. And I remember we were riding in my car one day and mama said, she said, let's do it. Let's find that house. Let's find that pretty house with that wraparound porch. And I have my little garden on the side or in the back. And I'm going to honor her with that. I've always wanted an older house remodeled. The big houses, the big, fancy modern homes are nice, but it's nothing like an old fashioned home that's remodeled because the ceilings are higher, the rooms are bigger, and it's made with much more quality material. So yeah, I will probably have me a house with all the modern stuff, but also have a house that will honor my mom, and I probably hang out there. And I also want to have my practice if I can find. Y'all know those houses in the southern cities, and they're big houses like I'm talking about, but they're businesses. So I want to have my business just like that. I wanted to give that home, old fashioned southern feel to it. You know what I'm saying? But it just made me emotional that it's talking about roses. Okay, it is generally accepted, well outside the realm of divination, that most flowers have meanings. Some, like the rose, are most obvious. Through different colors of the same variety, will provoke responses and therefore, okay, I already read that. Flowers are often given and used with reference to their meanings rather than how they look. For example, the lily is considered a funeral flower, while its white coloring was thought to mean purity and innocence by the Greek and Romans. The stargazer lily is a symbol of sympathy for many. In the Victorian era, interest in flowers grew considerably, and they were often passed between people as a way of communicating secrets that they felt couldn't be spoken aloud. Directories of meanings were compiled for interpretation, including Le Langage des Fleurs, written by Louise Courtambert, okay, and published in 1819 under the pen name of Madame Charlotte de la Tour. Well, I'm trying. This means of communication through flowers is known as florography. Okay? Flower meanings. There have been many books and articles written about how to use flowers in healing practices. And these concentrate on how a flower can be used in a remedy rather than its traditional meaning. If you take the aforementioned stargazer as an example, it is viewed quite differently by healers who will use it to encourage security and self worth. There have been many meanings attributed to flowers over the century, so it is likely that some variations will exist contrary to those given here, which are in line with symbolism used in the 1800s. Okay, and they got several flowers here, and I'm going to go through them. Flowers are excellent to work with in your spell work. Um, there's like flower buds, flower petals, um, just be the leaves, just be open to spirit and study. And study because you can take a certain part of the flower and add it to your spell work and get the results that you want. Wow. Two old red rose bushes here. They are still going strong. You gonna make me sis. Wow. I would, honey, if I come to your house, I'd be like, can I get some of your roses? Can I do some spell work? Be all up on it. I would, honey, I would use that. those rose petals to make some oils and make some products, some lotion. I would just go crazy. And you know it's just surrounded by love. It's at your house. It's magical. Do you do anything with your roses? If you don't, you need to start. I'll be all up on them rose bushes. For real, for real. Okay. That is great. Rose bushes are strong. They are strong. They're amazing. When I see them planted somewhere, it's like, whoa. I mean, they're just magical. All in itself, you just want to sit there and look at them. And then the fragrance that comes from them, even when a petal falls to the ground or, to see them, kind of close up, and then reopen, they are so amazing. Okay. All right. So here's the flowers when it comes to reading them with, means of divination. Here we go. Okay, y'all gonna start with something I've never heard before. Begonia. Begonia. It means warning, dark thoughts, caution needed. Belladonna. Silence. Bluebell. Humility, gratitude. Buttercup. Childish behavior, immaturity. Camellia. Affection, longing. Carnation, white, purity and love, good luck for women. Carnation, yellow, disdain, rejection, disappointment. Daffodil, that's a strong, strong flower to work with in spell work. It carries a lot of energy. Okay? Daffodil, rebirth, new beginnings. Daisy, innocence, hope, forget me not, memories. Gardenia, secret love. Geranium, friendship. Now that oil, if you ever get geranium essential oil, you're going to make some fabulous products. I have a few products that I use that oil in, and they're just magical. And they heal. Okay? They heal. All right. Hyacinth, play. Iris, messages, communications, faith. Lavender, distrust. Now, y'all know lavender is for protection. Lavender is for love. All of that. That's why I said in the beginning that, it's different. So I use a lot of lavender in my spell work. Okay, so just don't limit it to these. Go and research further. I don't even look at lavender as distrust. How can that flower be looked at as distrust? I have a lavender vanilla massage oil, a lavender vanilla scrub. I use a lot of lavender in a lot of my products, and it does nothing but heal and relax, baby. We all know that. You get you some lavender lotion or whatever, you're going to be relaxed. You're going to be out. So I don't understand why it says distrust. Okay. Lily Calla, beauty. Lily Stargazer, sympathy. Lotus, enlightenment. Marigold, grief, jealousy. Petunia, resentment, anger. I'm shocked. Poppy, consolation. Rose pink, happiness. Rose red, love, romance. Rose yellow, friendship. Sunflower, long life, loyalty, longevity. Tulip, red, passion. Violet, devotion. Okay. Okay, let's go right into it. Reading a flower. You just let them do what they do and admire them. Awesome. Okay. It's probably just keeping your house protected and blessed and all of that. If you just let them do what they do, that's respect right there. Okay. So this is how you read a flower. It is common for a florimancer to select a handful of different flowers and either lay them out or put them in a small vase for the questioner to choose from. The person being read for must be guided by their own intuition when selecting a flower from those available. This is one area of divination where consciously choosing something will aid the reading, as the questioner will be drawn to a specific flower for a reason, and that will tell the reader something about the hidden motivation of the questioner. If you wish to read for yourself, you might wish to place the flowers in a pot, lightly turning it to mix them, and pour one with your eyes closed. So here I'm looking at the picture, just what I said. You can conduct the reading by looking at the flower, if it's open, if it's closed, looking at the stem, and looking at the leaves. Now, different parts of the flower relate to different areas of a person's life. And what you feel as you gently run your finger over the flower is as important as what you see. The following guide will inspire you. The following guide should inspire your flower reading technique. The stem. The stem is considered to account for a person's past. Wow. The length is important, since the nearer you get to your flower, the nearer to the present time you are. Check for any lumps or bumps and notice whether it feels smooth. A smooth stem will indicate a happier past or a happy childhood, while irregularities or discoloration will relate changes or periods of unhappiness or distress. A weak stem can suggest the fragility of a person and show either sensitivity or a lack of confidence. Here's a tip. Note that some flowers, such as daffodils and tulips, have entirely smooth stems and may not be useful for this purpose. So you may want to read the opening, the closing, other thing concerning those flowers when doing a reading. All right? Yeah, that is odd. It's associated with distrust. I guess back in the day it was, but now it's totally different. Yeah. Now, should there be any small buds or leaves on your stem secondary to the main flower, these will suggest life-changing diversions, or they could indicate children of one's own or other children who querent the current cares for, or maybe significant past relationships. Flower. The flower represents the present, and a lot can be detected by how it appears. If it is closed, opportunities and new beginnings are suggested, but there may be a delay in something coming to fruition. When a flower is open, you can read the different areas as you look at it from above. The outer leaves will provide messages about the physical body, the inner ring of leaves related to the emotional life, and the stamen in the center speaks of the individual's spiritual core. Note that what condition the petals are in, any tears, tatters, or missing spaces all have relevance, as do changes in color. Allow your intuition to take the lead and trust what you feel. The flower as a whole has something to say too. Vibrant flowers will describe larger than life personalities or big dreams, whereas small flowers indicate someone who prefers a quiet life or who wants to be closer to home and family. I'm reading this and this feels really weird. I gotta admit, this feels really weird. Like, get some flowers and read them. Y'all probably which ones y'all feel that way about? It could have been the shells last night. It could have been the ribbon. Honey, this right here for the queen. You know, I said I want to try that. I want to try, but this right here, it makes me feel really weird. Shit. Long as I know, one day I might be at somebody's house and come across some flowers and just start having some, some downloads. I ain't gonna hate on it, but I just want y'all to know this is really strange. I just like to smell the flowers, look at them, they're pretty. So now I'm gonna be looking at flowers, getting the reading. Oh hell, man! Once you know, you know. What y'all feel about this? This is different. Okay, so then we go from that to flower scrying. Okay. Flower scrying can be performed in a variety of ways, but an ancient method used by the Romans has the diviner scattering petals and dried flowers into water, not unlike the traditional method of tea leaf reading. The diviner will become aware of certain shapes and the placement of the flowers. This process can be practiced in any small vessel of water, but it is better to use a sizable bowl with a diameter of at least 12 inches, 30 centimeters. This will give the flower pieces enough space to flow and then settle, forming a good basis for a reading. Any kind of flowers. Now this right here, believe it or not, this connects with me. I guess I'm just weird. Now, reading it in the vase, looking at it, that didn't connect with me. But the scrying and throwing it in the water, I feel this. Okay, okay, we going somewhere. Okay. Okay, any kinds of flowers can be used for this divination, but it will work best if they are either small or if you use just parts of the flower, such as the petals, leaves, and pieces of stem. Multiple species can be used, or if you wish your reading to be themed, those that are associated with what is on the questioner's mind, see the flower definitions above. Having an assortment, what we just went over, having an assortment of different flowers and colors is desirable if you wish them to ignite your intuition. Fill the bowl with water almost to the top. Any water will work, but if you wish to use water from a natural source, such as a pond, you can. This is down to preference. And if you wish to bless your bowl of water beforehand or say some kind of prayer, it will add to the spirit of what you are doing and strengthen your intention. Ritual is not absolutely necessary, but it can be an effective way of getting ready for the work you are about to do. A few words from the heart are often enough. With your non dominant hand, the hand that you don't write with, take a small handful of flowers or petals in pieces and scatter them onto the surface of the water. Then gently stir the water with your fingers, keeping your question in mind or saying it aloud. Once you feel you have done this enough, sit back and allow the flowers to find their resting places. Once they have settled, you are ready to begin your reading. You can now evaluate where the flowers are and what you feel they are telling you. Do you notice any significant groupings? Perhaps four petals have fallen to a cluster. Could the number four have a meaning that is associated with the question? How do the flowers sit together? Do they suggest recognizable shapes which might be relevant or have personal meaning? Do some of the flowers overlap? What might that mean in context of your reading? A red petal overlapping a blue one could suggest the passion or sexual energy. Red has a dominant edge in a romantic reading. Oh man, I'm feeling this one. Let me find out. I'm looking at my herbs back here. Y'all, I'm feeling this. Right, it has. But look, I got some more stuff for y'all. Y'all gonna be like, what? Now, if it gets to the point we can read toenails, I am not doing that. I'm not. I will do your feet. I will give you a manicure, a nice pedicure. I do all that, but I'm not reading toenails and stuff. Not doing it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. Whew. All right. You may wish to separate your bowl into thirds, assigning each to a different time frame, perhaps past, present, and future, such as the example provided. Let me show it to you. That would be cool to have a bowl design, and you at the bottom of the bowl you can see the line and have the words in it. That would be so cool. Okay. Now, in the example on the previous page, we can see that darker petals sit within the person's past, potentially speaking of a difficult period. There are three of them, which could signify a 3 year long relationship or something that happened 3 years ago. The pink petal moved into the present, suggesting that there is a need to move on from this, though a past situation still has a hold over the person. The two petals in the present look like a person wearing a crown. It do. Let me show it to y'all. See that? Okay. Might this present a need for taking control and finding authority? Taking responsibility could be part of the message here. The stem crosses over from the present to the future like a bridge. It could suggest an opportunity or helping hand. If this reading concerns a person's love life, then the pink flower at the end could indicate a new romantic relationship. Being the only full flower in the reading, this could speak of a wholesome and satisfying union. Talking about that one right there. That's pretty cool. The small petals that surround it could convey much happiness, the many petals meaning an abundance, or may even appear as confetti for the reader, suggesting marriage. That is cool as hell. And that's it. They say we're gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. That's it. Now who wants to read flowers? Anybody? I was feeling that scrying. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I think that would be cool with that would be cool with doing the shells. Say you got a whole water theme, nature theme. Oh man, when I get my practice and my building, I'm gonna have all types of shit going on. I'm gonna have a scrying event, divination scrying. It's gonna be all types of stuff, and you can go to the table, get shells thrown, bones thrown, whatever you could throw. I would like to have different types of people. Hey, with my magic school, train people, teach them, they perfect that craft, and then we have some type of event where people can come and sit at the table and get their readings, different types of readings. Ain't nobody ever did that shit. Don't y'all take my idea. Ain't that a good idea? You ever been to something like that? Hmm. I told you I'm gonna have a witchcraft conference. They gonna be shocked. Yeah. What y'all think of that? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. So yeah, that'd be great. Like have a whole nature theme, and you could throw shells, and now you got your flowers scrying. Now you can got the flowers, and then people think they just walking into something beautiful. They can just enjoy the scenery, but it'd be a whole witch setup. They'd be like, "What? this is witches. This is what witches do." They're like, "Oh, this is nice." See, they think we bring out the skulls and the dead animals and the blood and it's hey, we can do that too, but we can get cute and pretty and fancy. We can get with it. This will be something I would do for somebody, corporate. Somebody may call me in. You never know. We want to have a nice Halloween thing, and they come in there like this Halloween, but honey, it's a whole witchy event, and we doing all types of reading with flowers and everything. Okay. I did establish within myself, I am going to do crystal healing and I'm going to do crystal readings with the crystals. I am going to do, I want to do the ribbons. I got the charms. I already got the tarot, the oracle, the candle reading, like the candle wax, reading the candle wax. I don't know if I can quite do that. Okay. That's something to consider as well. Um, shit. You can get a message out of anything by the looks of it. Uh, ashes, the way ashes fall from the incense. I've seen a lot of stuff. But I am going to do I need to do a teaching on that. I still got my mirror. I still ain't even, I blessed it, still ain't used it. Okay. But the mirror scrying is something I'm interested in, of course, because I have the crystal ball gazing. Um, that will be a part of my services. I want to have everything. You know what I'm saying? I want people to go to my website and be like, this sounds crazy, but I'm going to try it. I told y'all, I don't like to be boring. I like to have fun. Like, make it exciting. Right. I know. It would be awesome, wouldn't it? Something you've never experienced before. Because everybody got in their mind what a witch looks like. You know? Somebody may come to my channel and say, she's a witch? Like, that's what they... Ignorance. Okay, a witch could have been your waitress at the fine restaurant. A witch could have been your doctor, your nurse. You don't know. They just normal people. They're normal people, and they practice and they do witchcraft. And so I don't know why everybody tripping and saying, don't be around no witches. Baby, you don't know who's serving your food. You don't know who's taking your order. You don't know who's, taking care of your baby at the nursery. It's real. Can we just be real about it? And guys, you don't know who's cutting your hair. That barber that you love to cut your hair that does a great job could be a warlock. Let's be clear. But folk think they know. The Christians think they know. I can tell when I'm in the midst of evil. Evil is what evil does. Okay? Period. Period. Okay, y'all. That's it for tonight. Alright, let's do some, since we did the water, we're gonna do my mermaid tarot. I haven't used this much. I was inspired by my deity, my Yah, to get this deck. It is really holding energy, which is good. I haven't used them in a while. Ooh, this is good. Okay. Let's get a general reading. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. And if you want to get this deck, let me show y'all this again. Get it on YouTube. I mean, damn. Get it on Amazon. It's very beautiful. It has this nice size book to go with it. You can store them in here. Ain't that pretty? Very pretty. Okay, let's see if Spirit was going to speak to us. Mm. Flipping out. Mm. I'm going to put 3 cards. Got them. Okay. The first card is 8 of Pentacles. I'll show y'all the card in a minute. Look it up. This is beautiful. I'm going to read this, okay? While y'all look at that. Have you ever wondered how different the world would look if we all knew there was enough to go around and that we will all be taken care of by our community? This is one thing the Fae and Merfolk know. Everyone has a gift and plays a special part in this world. Let me go back and say that right. And plays a special part in their world. And no one will ever go without. Here in the 8 of Pentacles, the smallest and tallest lineup to offer what they have in order to receive their fair share. This is the lesson of value. When we value who we are, so will those around us. It doesn't matter if you are a toad, fairy, or fox. You matter and you are worthy. Okay, it came up to us upright. You may very well be seeing signs of your good work starting to manifest around you. Speak, Spirit. But now is not the time to become complacent or get a big head. Stay humble. You have much work to do. People are now expecting to see more of your work. You have started to create buzz around who you are and what you do, and now is the time to capitalize on it. Whoa. The cards don't lie. Wow. Okay. Ain't that a trip, y'all? I'm gonna leave that right where it is. Ain't nothing I can say but Ashe. Okay, the next one is the Nine of Swords. Take a look at that while I read this. The horrifying nightly screech of the siren song echoes across the water and up to the land above, making it more than impossible. See that? Making it more than impossible for the researcher to sleep. Pushing her hands to her ears to block out the noise, she pinches the side of her glasses to her face. As she peers off the cliff, she wonders how many more nights will she have to endure this torture. Her only solace is that the siren cannot climb the rock wall of the cliff face. As the night wears on, the siren's song gets louder and louder, ceasing only with the light of the rising sun. The researcher knows that cannot be sustained. Choices will have to be made. Say this right. The researcher knows this cannot be sustained. Choices will have to be made. Conditions right now are less than desirable. You can even say they are keeping you up at night. Everyone and everything are demanding space inside your head, and it is becoming overwhelming. Exhaustion and despair are often the symptoms of overwhelming stress. Perhaps, like our researcher, you need to make some other choices about who and what can pitch a tent inside your head. Set some clear boundaries and decide to take it one day at a time. So, this is somebody dealing with this energy. Okay. If somebody's on this live dealing with the energy, I can pull a clarity card for you. Um, and go from there. Now, this one right here is the Two of Pentacles, and it's upside down. It's reversed. Okay, but that's what it looks like. Let me find it. Honey, I ain't ashamed of pulling out my little book. Spirit said read from the book. I'm going to read from the book. Because I may miss something. But Spirit tell me to go by intuition. We rock that way too. Just be obedient to Spirit. Okay, this is what this looked like. But it's upside down. Okay. Can you juggle as well as this rabbit? Really, how many people do you know who can stand on one leg while riding a fish and balancing two coins? I don't know about you, but this rabbit just looks like a bit of a show off. But at least the mer children look amused. We all need a bit of entertainment in our lives, and this rabbit really knows how to put on the show. Now this is reverse. While the rabbit seems to understand that he is merely showing off a new trick, you have started to identify with the act itself. The look at me aspect of theatrics has now taken over your life. And where before it was all just for show, you will find you really do have a problem on your hand if you are not careful. So there's three different energies on this live, and even those that come and watch the replay. Okay? I'm going to draw clarity cards. I just can't leave that there. Spirit said take it a step further. Okay. I'm going to pull out my spellcaster card. Okay. For the first one, clearing the energy. I feel different now when I do the card. I've grown a lot. Ooh, that one popped right out. I remember when I first started reading, had an interest in reading. I was like, I don't know, when I get them cards, um, that energy for that second card is all over the place. That's why the deck did that. Okay, here we go. I got it. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if them cards start popping out. I'm gonna get scared. Shit, I look forward to the pop now. Snap, crackle, pop. Y'all, these cards is the truth. Okay, for the first one, it's all good. Things are happening. Look, it says good luck. That goes with the card. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Okay, we know for us, some don't like to say luck, but blessings and honor and all of that goes with this card. Goes with the Eight of Pentacles. It is your time to shine, and you're going to continue to generate good luck. All right. So then we have the sirens making noise, and the researchers going through. The Nine of Swords. All right. Um, what you need to do is generate compassion, more compassion for yourself. To get from here to here, you need to be kind to yourself. You need to have compassion for yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. And you say, what did that have to do with stuff going on in your head? It's because you're just allowing it to be so. You're not compassionate. You're hard on yourself. Okay? You can calm the waters. You have the power. She had the power. Listen, she had the power to pick up her tent and leave. But she sat there and allowed the distraction to torment her all night. Why are you at the edge of a cliff? Oh, I'm fussing. The waves are crashing. The mermaid wants her space. That's why she acting the fool. She wants you to get out the way. That energy don't want you there. You don't belong there. You're aggravating that energy. And so that's why it's aggravating you. Queen, what are you saying? This may mean that relationship is no longer benefiting you. That marriage is no longer benefiting you. That job is no longer benefiting you. All you need to do is pack up your tent and get the hell out of there. Period. You ain't got to put up with the distractions. What are you doing? It don't even make sense. Baby, sir, ma'am, my friend, it make sense. That don't even make sense. Pack your shit and get out of there. Why are you waiting? Like I said, she was waiting for the sun to rise and she knew that it would get better. You're waiting for, oh, things might get better. I'm waiting for I have enough money. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting to see if that. Get the hell out of there. You can't even sleep. You have no peace. What are you waiting on? Till you have a nervous breakdown? Been there, done that. Oh, it's going to get better. And had a nervous breakdown. Had a nervous breakdown, got an STD. I'm talking about my situation. And he tried to slap me around. And I should have been gone. When I left the first time, I should have stayed gone. But because I didn't just pack up my shit and stay gone, the distractions. And it's amazing to me that the Nine of Swords is holding down that tent. And ain't nothing but problems. What you think or hope is going to happen, baby. Mm-mm. Pitch your, pick up your tent. Not pitch it. Pick up your tent and get the hell out of there. Whatever that looks like for you. Period. It could be the town you're in. It could be the house you're in. It could be the apartment you live in. It could be a relationship. It could be a business deal. You got to go. It is not serving your highest good. Okay. And so with this, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Freedom. You hold the key to your freedom. You don't have to do this, show off to get the attention, to get the accolade. You ain't got to jump through no fiery hoops. Free yourself. Ooh, I feel that. Ooh, yes. Free yourself, my friend. You say, I'm tired of smiling and acting like everything is all right. Relationship. I'm tired of going to work and being the yes man and yes woman to a boss I know is not going to pay me enough, that's talking about me behind my back. They don't treat me right. So you put on the mask. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Anybody ever worked at a job and you know you have the skill and they continue to choose other people over you? They bring people in. I've talked to people. I've counseled people that have been through this. They bring other people in, the younger person in, the more attractive or whatever they think they are better than you. Train them for your position that you're supposed to be in. Baby, free yourself. I don't care how much damn money they paying you. Free yourself. Because guess what? You're going to stay there. You're going to be like this, the researcher, till you have a nervous breakdown. No, free yourself. Free yourself. Maybe you are struggling in your sexuality. Oh, I know spirit talking right. It's a lot of people that's married. They're bisexual. Hey, it may have started out that way. Oh, we're going to deal with it. This is real shit. This is stuff I talk to people about all the time. The church could never. Free yourself. And I talked about it before. There was a pastor years ago. I was deep in the church. He had a huge, I forgot what his name was. I forgot the name of the ministry or whatever. He was a Caucasian man. And he had a huge mega ministry. He was an evangelist, online evangelist. I mean, tele evangelist. And so he couldn't live the lie anymore. So he went to his wife and he said, listen, I am gay. I can't do this anymore. I know we have children. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? The wife loved him enough to let him go. But she supported his decision. Freedom. He set himself free by opening his mouth. Then he went before the congregation and he was like, I know I can't serve you anymore. I'm homosexual. He freed himself. And so with that, being in that type of environment and the way the story went, he was one hell of a man. A good heart, a beautiful soul. He had a lot of people's support. Of course, there were people that were upset, but he had the support of his family and his wife. So he could go on and be free. What is it that you're struggling with in your sexuality? Whatever it is, please make sure that you're comfortable in your skin. Freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Look at this card. This is a beautiful card. This is what freedom looks like. Coming out of the shadows, coming out of the mist, coming out is magical. Free yourself. Nobody's going to come to save you. Free yourself. Stop trying to show off, saying, pick me, I'm the one. Do you see me? You see me? Let it go. Free yourself. Be you. I've been saying this today, all day today. Be true to you. Be you, be true. Period. So that's the energy tonight. And so now I feel it lifting. My job here is done. Thank you, Spirit. I wasn't going to leave it like that. You know, I always like to get clarity. I always like to get, conclusion. Okay. I hear you. I catch y'all in the spirit now. Don't play with me. Okay, for the last two cards, somebody's asking for, okay, what do I do? I know what I need to do, okay? But what's tied to my healing? Oh, I'm flowing. Thank you, Spirit. This is my Heal Yourself Oracle cards. Let's get into it. Got the researcher on the cliff. You got the rabbit balancing, just showing off. Lost itself in the whole shenanigans. Come on, Spirit. That all? Okay. Anything else for this third card? Anything else? Okay. Okay, for the second card, it's tied into your when you it said the first card that came out was healing. We know that. When you're more compassionate to yourself, okay, you're going to experience healing. We know that. I want the spirit to take it a little deeper. How you going to obtain that? You're going to get that from above, from source. You're going to get help from source. So you may say, do I get a therapist or whatever? Tap into source first. And then that is how your healing is going to begin. And then um, spirit is going to show you where to go. You may need to come to me, get a reading. I don't know. It's not the traditional way of help. You understand? Maybe it's because you are stepping into your power. You are discovering who you are. Okay, so you may need to connect with somebody that's going to understand that. Okay, unless your therapist is a practicing hoodoo practitioner, healer, shaman, witch, whatever, warlock, they have to be in that flow with you. Whether you accept it or not, you're here for a reason. So go to source, and source is going to give you the answer. Okay, how to obtain that divine healing. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, so now the balancing act. Okay, alchemy, get into your magic. Once you obtain your freedom, if it's your sexuality, whatever it is, honey, get into your magic. Okay, whatever that looks like. It's a lot of people in the LGBT community. There's tarot readers, there's healers, they are motivational speakers. I love that community. I love that community. Transgender, they're all out here. Your family, your tribe is out here, whatever that looks like. And it may not be your community, but there's somebody somewhere. Okay, maybe you're dealing with addiction and you're trying to stay away from that. There's a community out here for everybody. And also when it comes to love, no matter what you have chosen for yourself, there's somebody for everybody. Somebody's out there searching for a them in you. You are them and they are you. You understand? It's communities out there, and there's groups on Facebook. It's just so many resources. You can also, tap into therapy and therapists and counselors. That when we go through these things, we just need somebody to help us to accept who we are and embrace it, heal, and walk therein. And it could just be very well like you were a Christian and now you've been called to this side to be a spiritualist. So yeah, get into your magic. I have a magic school. I have services you can tap into to be a part. That was a beautiful reading. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The last one also has two more cards. Thank you. Dreams, you're going to get messages in your dreams. Okay, and maybe you've been having nightmares. This is why you need to tap into the alchemy. We talked about the flowers. I talked a little bit about aromatherapy. I talked a little bit about the oils. So the alchemy is going to help you with your freedom. Once you come out with whatever you got to come out of, and then those nightmares, those dreams. Two things are going to happen. You're going to stop with the nightmares. The nightmares are going to go away. Spirit is going to help you with that, with the alchemy. Okay, burn some herbs, chant, whatever. Okay, um, or you a lucid dreamer. We talked about interpreting dreams. Go back and watch that. You're going to start to understand your dreams. Okay, and some of you are lucid dreamers, but you don't remember your dream. The alchemy is going to help you with that as well, because you get the messages in your dream. But because you've been in such a fearful state and not being true to yourself, you've locked that part of you up. Okay, but freedom, hey, my goodness, is here. Embrace it now as I speak, and see how your life changes. Okay, and then another card, sadness. That is the only way you're going to be able to deal with the sadness. And of course, you're going to go through maybe a dark night of the soul, where as you come out of that place, you say, forget this, F this crap. I want to be free. All right. So you step into your freedom. Okay. You get into your magic. Okay. You understand your dreams. The nightmares stop, and you say, "Damn, am I going to be sad for?" Yes, because there's a ripping and a tearing away. It's like a grief. Even when we are in a bad place and we're used to dealing with something the best way we know how, when we have to break away from that, especially if we have on a mask, we always all been there, somewhere or another. Put on a mask. We created this person. We created the scenario in our mind so we can deal with the situation when it's time to take all that shit off. Okay, you have nothing to hide behind. It's just you and the situation. And so when you go through this process, it will cause sadness, because now you gotta stand in the mirror and say, "Oh shit, everybody know now. I'm forced to be me." How y'all think I felt when I had to come forward as a witch? Oh shit, oh shit, I got. It's just out here now. Y'all seen that night? I was crying, honey, toe up on this live, toe up. But I went through it, and look at me now. I'm walking in my shit, walking in my power, and Spirit is blessing me. Somebody needs you to come forward as your true, authentic self. I don't care what nobody say. Even if you transgender, I'm here for it. I'm here for the community, because that community is a part of my family, a part of my bloodline, and I speak life to it. Okay, I've dealt with it, but I had to make you kind of go through it, go through things. You really don't know what your sexuality is. You just going through life, and then you come to a place where yeah, this is it, I'm good. You know, I didn't know, but you have to go through the processes to know. And now I am poly. Okay, that's what makes me happy. But I had to embrace that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, embrace who you are and walk in it. And I'm telling you, you will be surprised at the people that will celebrate you more than people that hate on you. It'll be so many celebrators you can't even recognize or see the haters. F the haters. We out here. We out here. We out here. You need encouragement, inspiration. Listen, I'm gonna get a tarot deck dedicated to the community. I seen one, so I can flip them cards out, baby. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all my people too. For real. And if nobody don't like it, I don't see, really, what's the problem? What does somebody's sexuality have to do with them being a bomb ass friend? Bomb ass person. My best friend is gay. I love that man. I love him with every fiber of my being. He's married to a man, but he's whew, I will go to bat for him. So what does that? What does his choice and love have to do with him being such a beautiful friend to me? That's I'm grateful that he's walking in his truth. You understand? He's happy and he could be the best friend he could be to me. And he can help me understand and recognize some things. What does that? And people just being judged. I don't know why I'm right here. People being judged, pastors are coming out, you know what I'm saying? And first ladies are coming out. But y'all, I commented on the post, and I bet you they deleted. I haven't got any more notifications. It was a lady pastor. She came out, and she was like, "I'm out." She was talking, getting interviewed, and the people were being brutal. It's the Christian. I mean, they was nailing her to the cross. You hear me? Because she came out with it. And I said, speak your truth. I'm glad you living in your truth. And they try to crucify me. But y'all know I was ready for their asses. I cussed them the hell out. I cussed them out. Why y'all worried about what she doing? She going to hell. She going to hell. She going to hell. Where you going? Are you going to heaven? Heaven and hell is a state of mind. Get your mind right. Yeah, but that was my thing. Like, y'all want people to keep a mask on and live a lie? That burns me up. That really burns me up. Let people come out with it. And then it's oxymoron because they say, they're so hard on people struggling in their sexuality. Then they talk about the men that's on the down low. So when the men come out, they crucify you. But then you say, oh, these men, they need to be dealt with. They on the DL. Okay, so when they come out, it's a problem. Damn if you do. Damn if you don't. Damn if you do. Damn if you don't. Shit. Be you. Be happy. Be true to you and be happy. Hit me up. I'll be your friend. F them people. Whatever it is. And it don't just have to be that. People married to crazy spouses that control everything. Some people, I'm going here. Some people in relationship, in marriages, and you're not sexually satisfied, your spouse, whatever. Now, if it's sickness, that's a whole nother level now. That's different. If your spouse being selfish and, you like too much sex. You knew that when we got together. Or the spouse not taking care of themselves, and now they're not in a position to please their mate. What are you going to do about it? You going to just... It's a lot. Okay, I'm going to pull it in. I'm about to get into my relationship spiel. Okay, but that was a bonus. Send me a donation later. That part. Okay, that's the benediction. My sis said, folks need to water their own gardens. Period. We'll close with that. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. And I hope did y'all enjoy that reading? Wasn't that on point? Like the way the cards flipped out? I love it here. I absolutely love it here. And y'all, I got I'm gonna show y'all something. I got 7 tarot decks and about 18 oracle cards decks. I promise you. And I ordered about 6 or 7 today. Don't judge me. Y'all like it because y'all like when I do them readings. Y'all be like, yeah, girl, get that new deck out. What you get? Okay. So I got this the Lenormand card deck. This old school one. I got something for y'all ass when I use this. I got something for y'all ass. Yeah. And then look, y'all. I got the Dark Confessions of the Soul. Oh, we going deep. I just like to get tarot decks that match my personality because I like to go deep, baby. I like to go deep. Okay, let me tell y'all a little bit about this deck, and I'm out. I promise you, I'm out. Okay, this I gotta bless this. All right, it says Dark Confessions of the Soul. This deck is to discover and unlock the subconscious. That shit in the back that we don't think about. Subconscious thoughts that hide deep within a person. They are dark, but they are the truth. We need to see right through people's intentions, oh shit, and actions in order to gain a better understanding of what their journey is. This deck will help dive deep into the subconscious. I'm scared. I'm scared to do my own reading. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, sis. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. Okay. This deck will help dive. Y'all give me another thumbs up. It's 3 people steady on here. Y'all don't act like that. Don't act like that. Why y'all acting like that? Okay. This deck will help dive deep into the subconscious of the person in order to expose and reveal deep, dark thoughts that they would never admit to themselves, let alone the person they are thinking about. Ah. I don't know. I'm sending it back. You know why? Because I got to do the first reading on myself. Eh. They are beautiful. Look at this. Okay, this is the first card. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my thoughts. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay, let me close it. I'm about to bless it as soon as we get off. Those are not nice. I thought my other cards were not nice. These are other cards. My other little card. This is the karmic and twin flame and stuff. This talk shit to you. Okay. But my friend, I did it for my good friend. She got all the good cards out of her relationship. I was like, see, I'm on his team. You ever have a friend that likes somebody you dating and they acting up and your friend, no matter what they do, your friend like, but I still like them. That's how I am about her boo. That's how she is about my boo. What's the name of this right here? Dark Confessions of the Soul. And it's got a rose on it. Hot damn. And the smoke coming from it. Dark Confessions of the Soul. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it, Mr. James. Yeah, this you right here. And you also got to read the energy of your clients. I'm not going to, some of my clients, the shit they be going through, I'm not going to pull out my little, now these will get in you though. My little romance angel, some of them I'm have to, okay, what you got going on? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, let me get these cards out. Let me get my ammunition out. All right, we don't play over here. We get answers. And we gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Did you get the name of them, Mr. James? Y'all got the name of them? Go on over there. Amazon. Why y'all still here? Dark Confessions of the Soul. Cool. I think it's affordable too. I can't remember how much it was. But whatever you gotta pay is worth it. Okay? So I'm looking like a real professional over here with my crystals and shit. My tarot cards and my incense. I'm looking like a real professional. Can't tell me nothing. Okay, y'all. I'm going to calm all that down. I will see y'all tomorrow. I think we're going to be talking about dice tomorrow. And we'll be here at 9:30. Any questions? Any comment? You want to say our mantra? And y'all ain't got to worry about my loud mouth for the rest of the night. Got it. Okay, cool. Woo! Okay, here we go. The world favors me and responds to the frequency of my name when it is spoken. Magically, I receive in return divine love, wisdom, abundance, and ancestral power. The energy of money surrounds me daily. This is why everything I call in from the spirit realm shows up expeditiously. Ashe. All right, y'all, we out. Let's go. All right, just allow the gratitude just to flow for tonight. We had a good time, had an excellent reading. We connected in the spirit. We were encouraged. We were inspired. We were challenged. We were propelled, and we were challenged to think about what's before us. And so for that, we want to thank our ancestors. We want to thank our deities, our orishas, our spirit team, and most of all, we want to thank the Creator. Hmm. I just pray that we have a peaceful night as we rest, and that we will get downloads that will help us throughout the remainder of this week. Let this week be magical and blessed. Good night. See y'all tomorrow. Oh, you have to tell us about that. That's one thing I'm gonna teach on. I was reading, I'm like, but I'm gonna teach on that sooner or later. I would love for you to be on that live and give your insight, Mr. James. Okay, I see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for rocking with me. Bye bye.